Hi everyone, my name is Oli. Well, Dieter mentioned earlier that we start in the front and then start to think back that we should have done things. So this presentation is about the ecosystem valuation in the area, which was done, well, some of the questions raised 4 years ago when the program started. Well, there has been presentations this morning about why evaluation is important, so I'm not even going to start to go there, but if you want to have the discussion, I'm happy to have it. So, well, this is what Jerry just said, so I'll skip this slide because this is basically highlighting why we need to do it specifically for our context in the Baviaanskloof. So I'll move on to some of the earlier questions we asked when the program started. What we needed to know, Dieter mentioned in his talk that when we went to the area, the idea was to talk about straight building farmers, but then realized that that's not their issue. So to go back to the drawing board and ask which goods and services are of importance in the area. So do the actual identification of those services, which are important, and how much of those are there. What Alex just presented about the quantities of those services in the area. What are they worth? This is where the valuation issue comes into play. So what values do people attach to this, or what are the ecological values or the economic values, also those values that were spoken about intensively this morning? And where are the services? Because, like you said, some of this are very area specific. So we need to know where they occur in the system. So what happened was, through various research, over, he said 50, but it's actually over 60 students have been to the village. In addition to other local researchers who have been working in the area for many years. We now know about the water-related services. Let me change that. Very good. We know about the water-related services, probably Alex. And we know that carbon sequestration, there's a big potential for carbon sequestration in the area. Tourism is also in the rise, and it's actually an alternative opportunity to some of the degrading agricultural production. But of course, agriculture provides provision services itself. Some of those research has been done. I can just distinguish. Research has been done on these services to try and quantify, for example, carbon stock, ecotourism potential, or the water supply and catchment balance, which Alex has presented now. And some of the values of these services have been determined. I'm going to just go through some examples of what has been done. And this feasibility study to look at potential payment for existing services was completed last year. And currently, students working on the landscape vision. So basically, what this is trying to specially map all the potential possibilities based on what people want to do in the future, what the knowledge want to do in the future. And Kathleen just left, and she's going to be doing work on she's doing using Vaviaanskloof as a case study for PhD, working together with Alex. And what I'm going to give you an example of this section with the values that have been determined in the area in the last, from the study which was completed last year. This study was done by Alex Mender, which he's one of the present partners with a whole bunch of other researchers. Crystal was involved, I think, in it as well. And so what they did, they looked at all the total area in the total Baviaanskloof mega reserve area is about 205,000 hectares, and they 28,000 hectares was invaded with island plants, and the thicket area, because there are different vegetations in the area, thicket area was, this much was invaded, and most of the other remaining was mainly defined, which Chris spoke about when he mentioned the fire management in the programs, looking for fire. So basically, another potential for carbon sequestration. The land use was, the degradation rate was defined by Jan Klok and defined in 5 different types of degradation, and for each carbon sequestration levels were estimated. So from this you can easily, if you multiply this by the degraded area, if this were to be restored, then you have more or less the value of the carbon sequestration for this area. Assuming that, at any of this, depending on how far the restoration is intended to go, you can use the existing carbon prices to estimate what that value is in the area. Well, this won't really mean a lot because these are various rents, but basically what this is that for livestock keeping, you get about, say now, €8 per hectare, and you can get for tourism 9, and for the cultivated crops it's much higher, but they also use way less land. So the actual trade-off potentially you can get between these two, because you need relatively bigger land for and you can see what you can do between livestock and tourism. If this potential is realized, you can actually reduce the degradation benefits of livestock. And well, in conclusion, well, the story is going to continue, but in conclusion to what I've just been saying, there is a potential for incentive schemes, in this case payment for system services. But what we believe in is that it should be used as a transition, sort of a transition mechanism. It cannot be used as a solution to a degradation problem. So what you want to do is, in order to move from what I can say bad land use, you need to some kind of incentives to people to move to a more desired land use. Controversial thing maybe, but that's the step point at this point. Like I mentioned, potential trade-offs between livestock and tourism area. And in the study that was concluded, wetland valuation was not part of the analysis or of the investigation. And I see James sitting there. You can give a reason why. But I don't know. And one of the recommendations that came out of this was that institutions were critical. And just to mention it, that he doesn't like it, but it was something that came as a critical requirement for these things to go on. And more PhD was commissioned to sort of deal with this issue.
Thanks, Odi.